Well, not having the seat heightened is making me sit up straighter.
Good posture.
Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. It's been a while since I posted anything. It's been like over a month, I think. And that's just because I was playing around with a couple of camera angles, like whether you guys would enjoy seeing outside the airplane a little bit more or inside the airplane a little bit more. I think I found one that works. You can see me, my instructor, and then you can see outside, like on my side of the window. So it's pretty cool watching, especially while I'm doing my steep turns, which we did in this flight lesson. It's just I had a little difficulty maintaining my altitude, which at this point I feel like should be second nature. So I was kind of flustered during the whole entire flight because, you know, that kept happening. So yeah. Watch it, enjoy it, make fun of me if you want to. I was making fun of myself while I was editing it. I was just kind of like, come on, Becky, get your act together. So yeah, here's the video.
All right, so we made sure we're 500 below the clouds. We made sure we're not over any sort of congested areas, and we're at least 1500 EGL. We did our clearing turns. We got plenty of places to land out here. We have Casa de Aero right there. We have a bunch of private landing strips right up here and some open fields if we need to. So we have emergency places to land picked out. Last thing is configuration. So mixture full rich, fuel pump, landing lights. Throw those on as well. All right, so I think we're good. We can hold west at 2700 and let's do slow flight.
Okay.
So westbound 2700 slow flight. That guy has made a right turn, so he's no longer a factor.
Alright, so slow flight, I pull back power first.
Okay. So as you pull back power, you might have to start picking your nose up, right? That's in order to hold 2700. Pull back to about 1500 RPM. Let's do that. A little bit further. We're within the white arch, so you can slowly start putting flaps in. Remember, as you put in the flaps, nose is gonna want to come up.
Yeah.
Let's get the flaps in here in the white arch. So just do one at a time, give it a second, and then another. All right, so hand on the throttle. You're starting to lose power, so let's pull back. Let's add power. Add power. Add power. Add power. Failed.
Power.
You failed.
Failed?
You did. You have a plus or minus 100 feet. I need you to we've been doing these quite a bit. It can't be so gradual. I mean, I like the smooth, but you have to be able to, you have to catch it when it's happening. We started at 2700. So pick your nose up just a little bit. Get back up to 2700. Get your hand on this throttle. You're gonna want to start pulling back, right?
Yep.
To stop that climb. So let's see what holds your altitude. Find that power setting again. So 65 is probably pretty good there, 65 miles an hour. So let's hold that. So we're going to use our pitch to hold that, and our power is going to control our altitude. I want to make sure we're staying coordinated. We're going to need a little bit more right rudder than normal. Oh. It looks like 1900 is pretty good with holding altitude, right?
Yep.
So we're descending, so get your power back up. And use your trim to help keep your nose exactly at this point so that you can hold your 65 to 70. And then still want to look outside, make sure we're not running into anybody. All right, there you go. I feel like we're pretty well established into slow flight. Going 50 knots across the ground, that makes sense. Alright, so we're configured for what kind of stall? Power off or power on?
Power off.
Yep, we're in a landing configuration, so let's talk about it before we do it. So basically what we're going to do is we're already, to our landing speed, our approach speed. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower the nose, we're going to pull the power, and then we're going to start pitching up as if we're flaring, right? But this flare is going to be dramatic. So once we hear the stall horn, I want you to recover at first indication this time, okay? So stall horn, your recovery, your first thing whenever you get yourself into a stall situation is to do what? Is further recovery.
Is to push down the nose.
Exactly.
And then add in power.
And then we're going to add full power and climb out. So cram, climb, clean after you lower the nose. So all right, okay. So let's pull the power all the way out. Push your nose down a little bit as if we're coming in for landing. There we go. All right, now pull back. Pull all the way back. Get your hand here. You got to be ready to stall recovery. All right, push the nose, full power. Don't dive to the ground. Get us at the horizon. There you go. Get rid of that first notch of flaps. Get us in a positive rate of climb. So there's positive rate. Go ahead and get rid of the second notch of flaps and let's accelerate to VY. Wow. There's VY, about 50 feet right there. 100 feet, 150. All right, now pull the power back and level us off 2700. Simple as that, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so now let's slow down without using flaps. We're going to do a power on stall. So pull the power back, hold 2700. So pull that back to about 15.
Oops.
Nope, that's all good. About right there. Hold 2700. So let that airspeed bleed off. Once we get to our rotate speed of about 65, I want you to add about 22,000 RPM. You don't actually need to go full power because if you do, we're just going to keep on climbing. So the ACS says, look what's happening to your altitude. Pull the nose back. All right, right there, add power. About right there is good. Okay, good. So lower the nose, full power. But don't dive. Remember, we're close to the ground at this point in real life, if you were doing this. So you got airspeed, so climb us back out. All right. Give me a left turn so we're facing south, please.
Okay.
So 2600 we're going to hold, and we're going to do steep turns. All right, so we're below VA, right?
Right.
Airspeed looks good, so give me a steep turn to the left. So 30-degree bank to the left, or 45-degree banks to the left, I'm sorry. Once you hit 30 degrees, you're going to add just enough power to hear that RPM change in the engine.
Okay.
All right, so clear left, steep turn to the left. Nice roll in, that's good. There's 30. That power's probably good. Let's get it a little steeper now. Looking outside at the horizon. So you can see we're diving a little bit, so start pulling back. More. Pull back.
Pulling back.
Remember, holding your bank is the most important part of this maneuver. It'll help with your altitude. Get a little steeper. Last 90 degrees. Get ready to roll out and take out what you put into it. So roll out. This is south. Roll out. Pretty good. Roll up. Hold that 26. Okay. So clear left. Let's try that one more time. So steep turn to the left. All right. Cool. So start pulling back now. Pull back. Keep that horizon going to the same spot. There you go. Just like that. Keep that going the whole time. We're getting a little steep, so shallow it out. You're rolling on a little late. Yeah. That's what's causing that altitude loss. Let's get us back up to 2500. I want to get this nailed down. That way you're doing it like no problem. All right, it's you versus airplane. This is the competition. Don't let this airplane get the best of you, all right? 2500. RPM setting's good. Clear left. Let's roll into the left. there's 45 right there. See how that lines up?
Yeah.
Now look outside and just let that horizon go the same spot. So too steep.
I like dropped 200.
Alright, so what is a steep turn?
Steep turn is a,
So steep,
it's a 45-degree bank, and you keep your altitude the same.
well that's the maneuver. A steep turn is when an overbanking tendency is created. So once you get to about that 45 degrees, the airplane wants to keep rolling, right?
Yeah.
Even if you kept your controls the same, it's going to want to keep going. So you have to kind of go the opposite
Turn into
direction to
it,
keep
yeah.
it at 45. So when that's happening, when you feel like the airplane's wanting to go over, or to overbank rather, that means you're doing the maneuver right, but you have to keep it at this 45-degree line. All right, so let's do a left one more time. We'll keep an eye on that guy. He's going the opposite. He's parallel and opposite, so we should be good.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to walk you through it, okay? So you have the airplane.
All right.
So clear left, roll in left. I'll tell you exactly what to do. So add power now, start pulling back. But keep your bank going.
Point to traffic, 302 Tango Delta, final runway 29 Burlington.
So you're too shallow, that's why we're climbing.
Okay.
So 45, this is 45. Kind of take a mental picture of this image, and the goal is to keep that bank the whole time. There you go. Now you want to start rolling out. Take out what you put in.
Lake of the Hills, November 806, Juliet.
Don't let us climb. Do you feel us climbing?
Yeah.
Southwest, we're going to be going straight in for 08, Lake of the Hills.
All right. That's enough of that.
Thank you guys for watching my vlog. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want more content. And stay coordinated, y'all.